Now well done. So thank God, because when such things happen, they happen for good for all of us. Thank God for the cause, and thank you all people. Here is the man who has done so much for the party for Edo North, and we have brought him to introduce him to you, to play with you, to cooperate with us, to help us, to vote for him, nominate him, and vote for him as our governorship candidate. His name is Barrister Dekeri Sunday Anamero.
For DANCO.
The APC Orhionmwo local government. Our dynamic women leaders, the youth leaders, our foremost leader here, Oba Atokpe, the chief. I salute you. My name is Anamero Dekeri. I want to thank you for your patience, for taking out time out of your busy schedule to welcome us to your wonderful people of Orhionmwo local government. I come to ask you to nominate me as the party's flag bearer that will contest the governorship seat of Edo State 2024. APC has been my party. This is the only party I know. This is the only party that I've ever been a registered member. I love APC so much, such that from time immemorial, when we were AC to ACN, anybody, even when I was not taking the front line politically, any person contesting election in my constituency then, I stood behind them. We did our best. We did our best to ensure that APC, we all know how we started. Just like Joe, like Joe, like play, we achieved stability. And today, APC is now a party of pride. You and I have paid for the party. You know, they say, success they say, has many relatives, many relations. Once you succeed, that is when you know my brother. Now, in Edo State, APC has the highest number of governorship aspirants because success has come. Both those that were there and those that were not there for the party, they want to take the position of the leadership. I want to appeal to you, as we are about to make decisions as a party, let us decide wisely. Because I am not here to deceive you. I am not here to take what you have to put to a pocket for myself and subject you to pains like we are going through today. Let's not forget that even this government that is in power in the state, that is treating us as if we are no longer citizens of the state. It started with us. We helped him, we encouraged him. They rode on our shoulders to power. Shortly afterwards, they removed the ladder that we used to support them to power. And they thought that we will not exist anymore as a party. And by the grace of God, as God so desire, we are once stronger. It's like the palm tree. When the wind tries to the storm, when it take it down, suddenly you see it rise again to stability. Today, APC has stability in Nigeria. And by the grace of God, we are back in the state that will belong to us. Osadepe house that we deserve, because we have worked for it as a people and we were neglected. Come 2024, we are going to take over that Osadepe. Edo is in pain. Even the blind can see it. If you cannot see, you will feel it. I can't imagine the heart of Benin City like this. You could imagine the road people are passing through. Densely populated area like this in Benin City. And people say no. I don't know whether we really have blood running in our veins. I want to appeal to you. I am here to work for Edo people. I promise you, if you nominate me and then let me as the governor of Edo State, you will not regret it. I grew from a very poor background. I know how I've tasted poverty. I know what poverty means. Because you can only give what you have. You can't give what you don't have. Those that were born in affluence and those that were born in comfort, they don't know what the poor man is going through. Perhaps none of them has lived through a community like this in their entire life. How would they know what you feel? For me, I grow from the scratch. I have passed through, I experienced it. I set up my foundation in 2011. Even long before then, I have always been embarking on things that touch the common man. Because I know it's not their choice to remain where they are in the society. It's just because of the general life challenge you and I go through every day. If you are out of it, if God single you out for a blessing, it's not because of your power. It is out of your infinite mercies. It's a sheer providence that smiled on you. To this end, if you are fortunate, you are among those that God has so blessed. Do not forget your next neighbor who don't have the same blessing that you have, because that is the only way. When the majority number of the people are happy, that is when the few among us that are well to do, we have peace. Happiness will be for the greater number of the people in the society, not just for a very few people. I started supporting WAEC enrollment for our secondary school students far back then. I have enrolled for thousands of students. I started distributing books to public primary and secondary schools across Edo State. It is not for you to praise me. I'm not saying this because I want somebody to amplify my ego, or want to amplify my ego for somebody to know I am this. No. I want to let you know that I have the will. It is within me to help. And as a human being, I feel fulfilled considering the number of people that I've been able to help. I am so lucky Sometimes I'm in the midst of I'm in a gathering of this nature, in a ceremony. Somebody will tell me somewhere to 17 years ago, you were this, this is what you did for me, this I forget. But if I see people like that, it brings me back to my memory, and I thank God Almighty for giving me the opportunity to governance is not a rocket science. It's not rocket science at all. Basic infrastructure is the least any government can do for its people. That is the very least. Like even if a power tapper that has not gone to any formal school is made the governor of a state, the power tapper should know that the people need road to carry on their daily life. The power tapper should know that our people, we have a population that people will fall sick and need hospital, that need support. He should know that people need to drink water. Once a city has come to be, the infrastructure, schools, social amenities, electricity, this is what people need in the city. What does it take you as a governor? When you have the resources at your disposal, look at, I wonder what people go through when it rains. I'm not even talking of this road, I see a street road. Go and look at Uselu. Up till now, the great Benin kingdom of all people, Uselu is still holding us to ransom. Benin will come on our knees because of that power to Uselu that is less than 2 kilometers. I told our people, by the time you people nominate me and they let me your governor, if we have to fly over that water, we'll fly over it. If we have to fetch it out, I will fetch it out. We'll move people. I was campaigning to represent the Sakon Federal constituency. People lost hope in politicians. People that were trying to meet, I saw them almost in a state of confusion. And I promised you, I said, youths, you women, you are the owners of vote. If you do this for me, before my swearing in, I am going to make 32 millionaires out of you, so that these 32 millionaires will be able to help their immediate community. I'm not saying I am using government money to do that. I said before my swearing in, I'm going to create 32 millionaires out of you, so that for me to empower those that knows how to multiply money, so that they can be of immediate help. Of a woman will come, oh, I need 1,000, I need 2,000, my trade fees. People like that should be able to absorb the resource request before it comes to those that are elected to represent the people. And they thought it was a joke. And by the grace of God, the people gave me their votes in numbers. We outnumber our closest runner up by multiple times. We are not saying that was why the DG said they didn't see any reason to go to court. Our people. I also started extending my philanthropist gesture to other parts of the remaining 2 senatorial districts at the beginning of this year, 3 months ago, when our children were going back to school. Because some of them come to me, come and do this in this, do this in this, and I promised them. I have stepped up. I have a little broader platform. Mind you, let me assure you that this year's school year, I'm going to supply books across the whole of the state. On that note, I distributed 500,000 notebooks across the whole of Edo State 3 months ago. Not only that, I extended my scholarship. 3 months ago, the University of Benin invited me while one of the professors was delivering a lecture. And there and then, I awarded scholarship to all the faculties in the University of Benin. That I did about 4 months ago. Okay, as I am going around, I stand before you. Like I said, I'm not saying this for you to please me. I only tell you that these are the things that I do that make me fulfilled as a human being. If I want joy, it's not what I don't drink, I don't smoke that give me happiness. Once I touch lives of people and I see people around me happy, that naturally makes me happy. That is what my father said. In those states, Edo North there. Why did I take on the WAEC enrollment fee? In 1987, when I was to write my WAEC, the cost of the fee was 500 naira. I know the difficulties my parents went through. We slept in the farm for 3 weeks, harvesting rice. After harvesting the rice, we were still not able to make that 500 naira. My father had to sell his Yamaha generator, our electricity generator then. 250 naira is still very fresh in my memory to make up my enrollment fee. I know farmers like my father are still in the society. They are, if not even worse for them, because of the inflation, because of the high cost of living. The cost of enrollment is increasing daily, and because of that, I have been supporting farmers, especially children in public secondary school, to support their enrollment. This year, I am enrolling for 10,000 indigent students of Edo State. By the grace of God, yesterday was the press conference which I granted. The committee will be inaugurated soon, and before the end of this month, God willing, the enrollment will have been concluded. Orhionmwo, you are part of it. You are critical stakeholders in Edo State, and I assure you, whatever I am going to do, if you consider me worthy of your nomination, you nominate me to represent our state, to fly the flag of our APC. The rest assured, we are going to win, and we are going to win very big. And by the time we win, you have enthroned the government of the people, where you have a saying, government where you will be respected, where our traditional institutions will be respected, government that has human feeling, that knows that the poor man in the society is also a critical stakeholder as much as those that consider themselves big men in the society. I promise to do this to our illustrious women, our energetic youth, our talented youth. I assure you, by the grace of God, that 32 millionaires that are experimented in Esako are the yielding results. I am going to experiment, I'm going to replicate it across the 192 wards in Edo State. I shall make 3 millionaires per ward before my swearing in. Our economy, we have to put life back to our society. We have to energize Edo State. Edo State will start working and people will feel happy. You will be glad that you enthrone a government of your own. When you call on me, I'll listen to you. You articulate your problem, we bring them together, we provide solution, and Edo State can be great again. God bless you all, and God bless you.
Leaders, we will also suspend it. I think because they not be Orhionmwo. They want to disturb Orhionmwo. Why are they disturb Orhionmwo now? And they make the party.